Hello everyone and welcome back to The Long Dark with me, just Joe. So when we last left off, I had basically run through this whole place and taken all the loot and did the safe and that stuff. All I did in between videos was sort my inventory, drop some items here, and I also dropped some down on the lower level. But I actually went through this whole place, and the one thing I realized is that I did not find a pry bar in here, which means there's one or two locked lockers in there that I was not able to get into. And that just goes to show you when I was talking about in the last video about how loot spawn being so random in this game, that if you had told me that I was going to spawn in the Mystery Lake area and I would go to the dam, the camp office, the forestry lookout, and the trapper's homestead, and told me that in none of those places would I find a pry bar, I probably wouldn't have believed you. So, excuse me, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and move into the Coastal Highway region. So I've kind of come up with a game plan for what I'm going to be doing in this game. I've been kind of just thinking, you know, well, we'll do more updates, more videos when they do more updates, things like that. That's what my initial plan was. However, I kind of want to enact a long-term survival situation in this game, so I'm really going to, you know, make an effort to survive for a long time with this character. And I haven't started off with this character as exactly... I haven't started exactly how I would like to start for a long-term survival scenario. I would rather play a little different, but one of the things that I was thinking about is, you know, you never know if and when you're going to end up in a long-term survival situation. So you might not play it safe at first. You might, you know, go a little overboard with certain things, kind of like I've done with this character. Since I've started, I feel like I've been, you know, slightly wasteful with some items and things like that. But essentially, I was thinking, if I'm going to do this kind of like a real survival scenario, I'll just leave that little hitch in my giddy up in the very beginning of this, and we'll continue on. So what my plan is since there's only those three areas right now, and you have the Coastal Highway, you have Mystery Lake, and then now you have Pleasant Valley. Well, Pleasant Valley is massive and will be great to do outdoor exploring, but they don't have it doesn't have very many interior locations. The ones it does have are quite massive. So basically, I kind of feel like that area is a good area to dive into, loot up some of the more interesting places, maybe spend a little time there going through the outdoors environment, seeing what you can find as far as like little hidden shacks and things like that. But what I think I want to do is I want to make my home base right there at the little town site in the Coastal Highway, either in the garage or the house that's behind the garage. I'm going to make that my home base. So I'm running heavy right now because my plan is once I get there to actually unload, and then when I go to places like Pleasant Valley, I want to go light. My version of light is not what most people's version of light is. I still carry quite a bit of equipment, but I also like to be prepared for, you know, getting stuck out in the snow, because if I go to Pleasant Valley unprepared and I get stuck in a blizzard and get lost, then I would be in a bad place if I didn't have stuff on me. It wasn't difficult for me to survive when I was there the other day, and then when I had to stay overnight. It wasn't super difficult to survive, that's not what I would say, but it definitely took a lot of proactive surviving. It wasn't just like, oh, I'm going to lay my bedroll down, I'm going to go to sleep, I'm going to wake up. I would have frozen to death, even on easy mode, so... Okay, so the weather's coming up a bit. I was just checking to see if there's anything over there. This is my first time into Coastal Highway with this character. I want to get some long-term survival. So let's go ahead, check inside this shack here. I will probably make a trip back to Mystery Lake at some point. I know I've hit some of the major places there, but let's see what we got. I don't think there's anything back here. Nope. Okay. For some reason, I did get warm. I said it got warmer though. Maybe because I got out of the wind or something. They did a lot of tweaks to the wolf system, the predator system, I believe. The wind now will carry your scent away. They can actually lose track of you. You know, just things like that. So we got herbal tea. I never messed around with herbal tea. What I did while I was sorting my inventory, it's pretty nice. If you have that, you just and you have water, and this weighs like nothing to carry. It's 0.1 pounds. But you get 100 calories if you use it. So, yeah, I get 100 calories from the tea. And it weighs almost nothing. And you just gotta have a fire so you can make the tea like you would cook food normally on a fire. This will almost put me over. That got me really close. Metal parts. It's probably not even worth carrying, to be honest with you, but I'm not seeing anything that spectacular in here. Let's shed some light on the situation here. I can see right there another pair of can openers, but I have like metal parts. I have can openers, so I'm not really in the market for that. So it doesn't look like there's too much worth sticking around here for. Anything on the shelves, like bullets, sometimes they like to be rude and stick them all the way in the back. So what I'm going to do is we're going to head down from here. Just keep the lantern up. What am I doing on temperature here? It's cold, so if I have to, I'll pull that lantern back out. It's kind of one of those things that would be better preventative. Like, I should probably have that lantern out now, just to slow the freezing process, but I'm not too worried about it in this mode. But that's how I did get into trouble in Pleasant Valley, was not being worried in this mode, thinking I was basically invincible. I'm looking forward to the story mode. I want to see how they're going to do the episodes and what they're going to do with the characters and how that's going to play out. I'd like to see... I mean, there's a ton of talk of multiplayer on this. Now, I would really not enjoy this game, actually. I think if they put it on a multiplayer server that was like PvP, it doesn't have that kind of feel. It's not that kind of game, and I see some people requesting that. It's like, yeah, but in my opinion, if you want to play that kind of game, you have H1Z1. You got tons of games like that where you can go PvP and just kill each other. This game would be kind of cool in an online co-op survival. Like if you, I guess you could make the scenario like when the plane crashed. It crashed with you and your friend or whatever on the aircraft. I don't know if I've ever been up here, so let's just go take a peek. See what we got. But that would be cool if we had like multiplayer like that. Or even maybe some like NPCs, like other survivors that made it through whatever this disaster was that happened. And I'm not saying that they're not going to do any of these things. These are things that I would kind of like to see, and things that I've noticed in the community for this game. Some of the stuff that people are requesting, you know. I'd like to see this, I'd like to see that. And I have to say, most of the people that are really big fans of this game seem to get what the developers were going for, and they seem to understand each other. I find very few negative comments about this game. Let's see what we got in this place. It doesn't look like much. Yeah, the loot is so random. You never know what you're going to find. So I already have a down ski jacket, and I know if I pick that up, I'll go overweight. Pinnacle Peaches is £1. Tin of coffee. I don't really care about the coffee. We got a jerry can of fuel. I don't want to carry that. What's in the plastic container? Nothing. Okay, so this was kind of a bust, because there's really nothing in here. I got a metal container. Also with nothing.
That'll come in handy.
Point. Yeah, that'll put me over. I'm gonna leave it. Not worth picking it up for right now. Okay, let's get the heck out of here. Here we go. Okay. So I need the lantern. Weather calmed down. Weather's nice now. I hear birds. Are they circling something or are they flying around? They're flying somewhere. Okay. I don't know if those crows can be shot. Like, they don't. I don't think they ever land. I know they circle corpses, but I don't think I've ever seen any of the crows on the ground. I know you could shoot rabbits, but it's much more efficient long-term survival to save your ammunition for the larger game and basically just use snares for the rabbits. See, I first tried using snares with this game and I did not realize I was doing it totally wrong. Like, I was placing snares and just thinking, oh, well, it's bound to catch a rabbit. But it probably helps if you place the snares where you've seen rabbits. Okay. Yeah, see, like, they're circling something. What are they circling? Who's down here? What is this? We're almost down. Huh. Well, I'll take a peek at that. I don't know what they're circling. Come on, get off the bridge. So I think one of the islands out, there's more circling birds there and there. Okay. Lots of dead things. I think one of the islands out there actually, if I remember correctly, is like called Rabbit Island or something like that. And see, I have a feeling that would be a good place to set up snares, where there's tons of rabbits already there, where you know they already are. Okay, I can sneak down through here. We can get to that first corpse here pretty quickly. I think it's just back here. So I know I'm running really heavy. I'm like borderline. I couldn't even really pick anything up at this point if I wanted to. I'm gonna go see what's on this corpse. Can I even get up to this corpse? Like, this is interesting. I've never climbed up here before. This dude's just like chilling. Oh yes, more ammo. 5 more rounds. I think I have over 20 rounds now. Let me see. Yep. Go ahead and reload. So the gun holds 10. I got 21 more. So cool, I have 31 rounds. I'm not going to waste a shot trying to see if I can hit a crow. It's just not worth it. So because I'm running so heavy, I know the town site, I'm almost 100% sure the town site's this way. You can put that away too, buddy. I'm almost 100% sure the town site's this way. So what I want to do is I want to get there, see if I can find a pry bar, set up shop or set up home base, probably in the house. I know there's the crafting table is already in the gas station, and there's even like a cot that you can sleep on there, and there's that little basin that has water in it. And you can get more water from the toilet. Oh, look at the wolf. But I don't know, I just feel more comfortable going into the house. I know that sounds kind of weird, but I would just rather sleep in the house and then have the garage out there. Doesn't make much of a difference, but personally I just feel better in the house. Okay, glad he veered off. There he goes. Yes, I think that island right there has a house on it. So what I think I'm going to do is probably use up the rest of this video to get to the little town site where the garage is and stuff, and I'll spend a little time going into probably the garage first. Well, the garage has a ton of loot in it. See, like, the garage has a ton of food and everything already in it in the front. I'm gonna leave this car for later, unless I see, like, clothes or something. And truck's locked and I don't have a pry bar. See, I'm gonna leave the car for later. I'm kind of trying to, I'm trying to plan, like, I want to systematically hit the places in Coastal Highway. So that's why I want to get into the town site and establish my home base, and I want to branch out from there. And I think one of the first places I'm going to hit is going to be out there in the middle of this lake, or it says coastal town site, so I mean you kind of assume it's like the ocean, but I don't know. But yeah, there's a house right there, and then there's another one out further. And I'm going to hit those two places up probably in the next video. We are already at the town site. I can tell by the sign there. It's so cool. You know, I might just have enough time to make it to one of those today. Because I'm not going to actually... Let's do that. Let's go in here and let me dump off some equipment really quick. Actually... I don't even need to dump off equipment because it's going to take me a little while to get out there. So that's what I'm going to do. I am at the coastal town site. This is where I'm going to make my base of operations. I'm going to be branching out from here, basically looting up the area. But I want to get out to that house right there. The weather's good. I got enough time just left to do in this video, so let's just make a run for it. And let's go check it out. I'm going to be paying attention for weak ice. I don't think I'm going to run into any out here, to be honest with you. I think you only run into that as like a edge of the map barrier. Oh, more crows. You know, the first time I was playing this game, I was playing it on my laptop, the one that overheated when I first started trying to make videos for this game, and I couldn't have the draw distance set too far, or the game would just start, you know, I'd start dropping FPS like crazy. But you know, now I'm playing it on a system that's pretty good. You know, it's a little bit of an older gaming system. For those of you that may not know, when my system overheated on my laptop when I was doing videos for this game, a buddy of mine named Mike actually let me borrow his old gaming rig that was laying around the house that he didn't use that much. It's not a permanent fix. I'm in the process of putting together... Oh, cool, let's pick that up. Yeah, I'm in the process of putting together an actual new gaming PC for me so I can get this one back to him. So that'll be... That's actually what I'm looking forward to here. I should be doing that in the next month or two, hopefully, so I can get this thing back to him. But for now, what I was saying is I was able to, with his system, turn the draw distance way up on this game. Basically to full. I'm playing it on maxed out settings right now, except for I'm playing it in 720p instead of 1080p, and that's solely due to my monitor, not due to any kind of restriction on the computer side that I know of anyway. And you can just see so much further out there. And see, I know if you start heading out that way you get to weak ice, but now that I can see like all the cabins and stuff, I'm really like, I want to go out and go adventuring. Coastal Highway to me is like probably the most exciting area. Let's take a step inside. I don't think I've been to any of these houses in my videos. They're kind of set up a little different. Let's get some light going on here. Let's see what we got. We got lantern fuel.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Antibiotics in the cabinet. I'm just leaving the stuff here for now. This stuff's not far from the town site, so I can come back and get this stuff at any time and bring it to the town site. Probably just go through this building and then I'll end this video. But let's see what we got in here first.
What have we
Basic
here?
Gloves. Basic boots. See, I'm glad I found these because my boots are actually less than 50% and I have no leather to fix them, so glad I found those because I can at least use those to fix mine, or if they're in better shape than mine are, I'll use mine to fix that basic winter coat. Oh, this is better than my down ski jacket. Yes. Yeah, I have way too many MREs. I actually ate one because it was going to go bad. Let's see here. 4.8, 3.2, 3.0, 1.5. Yep. Definitely wear this puppy. And for right, I'll just, since I already know I'm not going to wear that anymore, let's go ahead and harvest it. Okay, don't want to do anything else right now, actually. Can't open that drawer. It's already opened. Okay. Drawer. Okay, skip this one altogether. Heavy wool sweater. Nice. Well, there's actually some pretty good stuff out here. That's nice. I should be able to take off my thin wool sweater now. Heavy wool sweater. I took off my thin wool sweater. Heavy wool sweater. It actually did go down a little bit just because my thin wool sweater is in better shape, but when I repair it, it'll go up higher. And I won't do that right now because I just don't feel like wasting the time. That's the kind of stuff I like to do when you guys aren't watching because it's boring. That's my word. It's kind of like boring, but
I could use this.
said horribly. Another heavy wool sweater. Salty crackers and peanut butter. That won't make me thirsty at all. Okay. Speaking of thirsty, we got a water bottle there. Toilet, and is that clothes in the bathtub? Like, oh no, there's usually clothes in the bathtub. And I see you there, medicine cabinet.
That'll come in handy.
Alright. This is a pretty cool place. I think I'm going to... What time is it in the game? It's 1:36 p.m. Now my inventory is pretty full, so what I think I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to use this place... it sounds like the weather's picking up too outside. So yeah, I'm just going to use this place to kind of save the game. Go to sleep here, sort some inventory, and I'll make another video a little bit later on. So for right now, I'm going to go ahead and call this one. I do appreciate everyone watching.